Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Class 267's presentations. This class is a very surprising class. They're a very surprising class in how much dedication and how much passion they put into what they're doing. This class is affectionately known as the Wolves. And so they're going to attack these presentations in their packs. So we're glad to have them here this morning. We're glad to have them address problems that they see in their own communities. So we believe that the solutions to the problems that occur in the communities are also going to come from the community. So we have the gentlemen who live there working on the issues that are in these communities, and they are proposing viable solutions to those problems. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to get us started with our first presentation. And again, the classes have been really surprising in how they put things together and the dedication that they put towards the project. So without further ado, I thank you all for coming, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to group number 2. Gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Okay, my name is Cartier Rachel. I'm the CEO of the Respect, Love, and Motivational Foundation, which we have started. I have my CFO, my COO, and my administrator. And we come to present a business plan. Our business plan is to try to end homelessness and to help children. And by that, the business plan is to create shelters for the homeless, because as y'all know, this year the law has passed where you can't be homeless in Indiana. It's against the law to be homeless. So we're trying to create a space for them to be able to come and have a spot to live. And also we're going to do emergency shelters for kids 0 to 17, for kids that go through situations where their parents might lose them and then they have to go somewhere immediately, and foster homes don't always have room. So we want to create a space for them to feel safe and to be able to come to. And with that being said, I'm going to go let my COO go with my administrator go with the mission statement.
All right, my name is DeMarcus Thomas, and the Respect, Love, and Motivation Foundation is here to build a safe space for foster kids and strive to end homelessness. Because of overcrowded foster homes and shelters, we feel like we can provide the safe space needed to do that.
My name is James Lawrence. The Respect, Love, and Motivation Foundation, our proposal, with the money, with the $1 million, we can provide jobs and training to do the work that's needed. And yeah.
Breakdown.
My name is Quan. Money management. Yeah. Okay. For the homeless, from the homeless housing building, we for the purchase of that is $250,000, and then for the foster youth building, to purchase that, it's also $250,000. For Revolution safety upgrades, it's $180,000. And the license, the legal fees, insurance, is $40,000. Then you got staffing, hiring, and training. That's $50,000. Food, clothing, and supplies is $40,000. And the emergency maintenance funds, also $40,000. The foundation operating reserve is $50,000.
Yes, sir. And to conclude that, we will be reaching out to different government sites. We'll do a GoFundMe. We're also going to link up with CCDF for the hiring of the people and ask them if they have any resources to give us, or that we can work with them with certain things to build. And I'm just going to try to get those grants through different organizations. And we appreciate your time. Respect, Love, and Motivational Foundation. We're here to change the world.
Do we have any questions?
Gentlemen, really appreciate the presentation. Love the fact that you all introduced yourselves as you were speaking. there are a lot of nonprofit organizations in Indianapolis, right? About 20,000. So my question to you is, when you go apply for these grants and through these other funders for additional funds beyond $1 million, what are you going to tell them in terms of why they should give money to you as opposed to all these other nonprofit organizations out there?
Because I feel what we creating is created, but it's oversaturated. Like it's a lot of kids. Like we go in the foster homes, you see a lot of kids sleeping. And I got bum beds, they actually sleeping on the ground and stuff like that. And we just want to fill that void. So I feel we're filling a void that's haven't been filled in yet by doing the emergency shelters.
And it's not a lot of places, because you know, like when you go to a shelter nowadays, it's only taking in the mom and the child. So we want to have a place where we can have the dad, mom, and the child without being married.
So y'all want to compete with fathers and families for money then?
Yes, sir.
All right. No, we fight dirty, but okay. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I do have a question. At the beginning, you were talking about more of a youthful type shelter.
Yes.
So what are the ages what are you going up to? The ages
Well, I
you're going
said
up to?
0 to 17. We're taking for our emergency shelters, it's 0 to 17 will be. But our homeless shelters, it's everyone.
Okay.
And, yes, it's everyone for the homeless shelter. 0 to 17.
Okay. Do we have any other questions? Let's give them a hand. Oh, well, I think we did have one more.
I was gonna ask, how many rooms in the shelter are you expecting with that space? 250,000 with each one?
Yes, so we're gonna at least do, each one will have at least 40 rooms in each one, so that's 80 incomplete. One building have 40 for the kids, 0 to 17. And the other building for the homeless will have 40 also.
All right, thank you for that, because I know that there's an organization called Day Spring Center that does for families, but they don't have enough space. So maybe that's a partner collaboration.
And that's the void we're trying to fill right there for these
Absolutely.
overcrowded spaces. We just want to make them aware, because people are already going through something. If you're homeless, you're already going through something. You don't want to be next to Joe Blow and he's, you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
passing gas, you know, and you can't feel comfortable and all that. So we want you to have your own space. And as far as kids, some of these kids' parents get locked up and they got to just go be anywhere. They got to be on a foster home. They don't want to be in the same bed as someone, have to sleep on a cot on the floor. You know, they come from a bed, we want to put them in another bed instead of having to sit on like on sleep on a cot or anything like that, or just having to go somewhere to where it's just so many people, it just gets overwhelming. And hopefully we can keep them together, like brothers and sisters. We can keep them all together. So we want to create a big space of like, okay, family rooms. This family is in this room. This family is in this room. So you don't have to be sleeping around somebody you really don't know too much because you come in new to it. So yeah, that was one of our main things.
Great.
Great presentation, by the way. I know we're trying to get it off the ground and stuff, you know, but when you think in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you guys see yourself? Like, do you see you guys expanding in Indiana? Do you guys see yourself like expanding in the whole U.S. or international? You know?
Yeah, this is something that we want to take like to help every state in America. We want to expand to as much as we can and help as many people as we can.
Appreciate it.
All right. Again, let's give them a big hand. Gentlemen, great job. All right. Good job. And I appreciate them going first because we kind of shuffle a little bit. Sometimes you have to be ready when you don't think you're ready. Yeah. So we have them ready to go and they stepped right in and they did a great job. So good job, fellas. It's always hard to be the first one. I see them wiping their foreheads right now. But gentlemen, you did a great job. We're going to have group number 3 come up, and they're going to do their presentation as well. So, gentlemen, group number 3, the floor is yours.
We are
Stephen Brown,
James Robinson,
Brandon Moore,
and we are 4 brothers. We're here to present Just Like Me.
and what Just Like Me is, it's supposed to be a place where people can go that have like infectious diseases and stuff that are kind of like hard and to get rid of and not able to get rid of at the same time, and for people to be comfortable with going to and talking to other people about, so they won't have to like hide from it, things like that. And so it'll be like it's an internet-based company, so it's like I have different rooms in there. Like it'll be an awareness room for people, for women with breast cancer, and it'll have a Knowing is Beautiful room for people with HIV, and it'll have a All for One for All, Black people with herpes, and it's people without parents, for ones that have lost their parents and stuff like coming up, and just to calm down and try to eradicate suicide and depression, and just give people a place to be comfortable at, so they won't have to just hide, and then like stop the passing of HIV and herpes and things like that. And like it'll be dating sites on there, like chat lines and stuff for the HIV people and the people with herpes and things like that, just to get everything up and so it won't keep getting spreaded out. And what we're trying to accomplish with that is just to stop the spreading of HIV and things like that that's usually out of control now, and just make the world a better place.
These sites, the HIV, the breast cancer, the herpes, the people without parents, these sites are sites that people will have to use pass keys to get into. Like each site, person with the HIV, they'd be having an A on site, person with herpes, they'd be an A on site, breast cancer, the awareness, they'd be an A on site, people without parents would be an A on site. And for them to get into these sites, you know, by them using the pass key, they won't be communicating with each other. It'll just be people with their problems and their solutions. And the problems and the solutions, you know, we trying to attack, you know, trying to reach out, help them, give them with comfort, you know, stopping the spread, you know, in certain infections, you know, and depression and suicide.
The total estimated cost for the Just Like Me initiative is $1 million. For the first 2 years, with our social media manager having a starting salary at $52K a year, and for the first year, $58K for the second year. Our software developer having a salary starting at $72K for the first year and $78K for the second year. $35K will be allocated to ads and marketing each year, and another $65K is going to the cost of the facility and equipment. That will leave us with $40K a year for each group, for each outing, along with any donations and fundraising money that each group comes together collectively and produce.
And that's really all. It sums it up in a nutshell. But like I said, we're just trying to, we're trying to go global with it. It's for community, but it's to outreach to the whole world. That's why it's trying to be internet-based, to give everybody somewhere to go. So that's why it's Just Like Me, so everybody feel comfortable with doing what it is that they're doing. And they have like meeting places, like they can meet up, you know, set up little meeting places and things like that for fundraisers and stuff with whatever group that they're connected to, whether it be HIV or people without parents or herpes or whatever it is. But it's just like when people don't have anywhere to go, that's when stuff starts getting bad, and just doing whatever it is that they want to do and not taking care of it. So we just try to stop the spread and then prevent it from going like it is, and just cure it, make it stop.
Okay. Let's give them a hand. Are there any questions?
Yes, I really like your idea. I really like the fact that you're saying a safe place for people to fall and or to come and express, you know, their feelings. Also, I was concerned about confidentiality, so you did say that they would each have a unique passcode to get in, or a passcode for each website. Have you thought about what type of clinicians or trained personnel are you going to hire? I know you talked about the software engineer, because it's pretty much web-based, $72K, then $78K. But have you thought about that in terms of funding, whom you will reach out to, in terms of being able to help these individuals who come to your site in a substantial way?
Yes,
Right.
we was gonna, like I planned on reaching out and dealing with a lot of like the Damien Center and like hospitals and stuff, like, cause to get in the site, you have to have whatever site that you're in, so you can't just go and just get in whatever site that you want to, because that's where confidentiality comes in now. Have to work a little bit more on that, on how it's gonna just be, but I think that I'm gonna try to have like some setup with the hospitals to where you have to be in their database, and you have to have what it is that you going in there to talk about to be able to even get in there. So however it comes about, that's what we're still working on.
That question back there.
And it sounds like you're gonna do partnerships as well.
Yes, yeah, funeral homes, like I said, Damien Center, hospitals,
Clinics,
things of that nature.
Okay, thank you.
Like she said, it's a good idea. I was just wanna know, like, what if, like, people don't have access to like internet? Like, is there like a center they can go to or come to, you know? Like,
Yeah, it'd be, it's gonna be, I mean, everywhere that's providing healthcare, we'll have like posters and stuff in there, like I said, at the Damien Center, hospitals, and like it'll be in emergency rooms, and wherever you go, stuff like that. Eventually it'll be other places too, but just trying to get it to where it really needs to be right now. So as far as stopping those types of diseases and things like that, it'll just be in those places. But it end up being in like Boys and Girls Clubs or whatever, stuff like that, sooner or later.
We also have like basically like if your parents pass, the funeral home will give you access to it. We're partnered with funeral homes to give you flyers, and you know, like in a hospital, if you're diagnosed with HIV/AIDS, they're giving you a number to call. They're giving you a resource to get to us.
Any other questions?
No, I just, Ms. B. Curry, I just want to say, I thought that was so amazing that you would come up with a concept that would create safe spaces for individuals, but, I don't want to say but the concern was the confidentiality and how to keep individuals' information from being leaked, because, you know, we live in a society where others do tend to prey and use that information, but great job.
I do have one question. With the populations that you guys are dealing with, I know that we've had quite a few advancements in dealing with HIV and other issues, but I could see that type of concept taking off with other issues and illnesses as well. But with those other issues and illnesses, do you have some type of way to deal with people who are having emergency situations right then?
Really, honestly, no. As far as like having like places in there where it tells you where to go if you are, things like that, because it's really okay. I was basing it off of like more like a Facebook. Like, cause I honestly wanted to figure out how to get into. I know I probably never would have, but try to get like. I would like to talk to Mark Zuckerberg, like how he made Facebook, and see how to go about just doing it like that, and like try to get him to, I don't know, partner up with me or like fund it or something, because he knows all about that type of stuff. But that's what I just wanted it to be, more of a place where you just go communicate and not have stuff bottled up. But like what you just asked me, all that stuff is going to eventually come. It just honestly haven't thought about it yet.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that part out there, just to have people being able to interact.
Any other questions? Hold on before you guys take your seats. This group is clean as the Board of Health, aren't they? Even right here, looks like I've got to go ask him for a loan in a little bit. And this is one of our younger gentlemen in the group. And I appreciate him even coming in here because, you know, I've said this before, when we were younger, these types of programs didn't exist. And so for him to be able to have some place to come to and is willing to come to that program to do better for his children, I think that deserves a hand as well. Gentlemen, wonderful job. Go ahead and have a seat.
My name is Quan Adams.
My name is Charles Hodges.
And my name is D. Haven.
My name's Sean Thomas.
Our organization name is A Blueprint for a Better Tomorrow. A Blueprint for a Better Tomorrow is a community-driven violence prevention for youth development to stop gun violence with families, reach tools, resources, support needed for better futures. The vision is to create a safe space for community individuals to succeed for every family needs. Our goal is to reduce youth gun violence, increase education, job training, and employment opportunities, strengthen families, access mental health. Target population is young adults, youth and young adults ages 12 to 15, family impacted by community violence, schools, neighborhood, associates, and community. Mentorship, education, workforce development, mental health awareness, violence prevention, family and community engagements, and I think that'd be it. Leave it to you for the closing statement.
We'll do the finances.
Yeah, the finances. So they gave us $1 million budget. So the budget for the staff will be $350,000, and then community center facility. I don't know if we would rent it or build one, but I think it's rent. So that'd be $120,000. Then youth programs, we got $150,000 to go towards that. We gonna create like a podcast media like platform, and that'll be the cost for that'll be $75,000. Market and community outreach, we have a $60,000 budget for that. Violence prevention, we have $80,000 for that. Scholarship and emergency assistance, it's a $50,000 budget for that. Technology and equipment, $40,000. Insurance and legal and accounting, that's $35,000. And reserve emergency fund, we have a $40,000 budget for that.
That's our million budget.
The motto for A Blueprint for a Better Tomorrow is building today, empowering tomorrow. So in hindsight, the blueprint is to give people the idea of what we can do for tomorrow for everybody to not have violence in their life. Violence is a big thing in the community that nobody should have, no matter what race, gender, ethnicity that you are. So yes, A Blueprint for a Better Tomorrow recognizes that lasting change begins with opportunity, guidance, and community collaboration. By investing in education, mentorship, wellness, and leadership, the initiative seeks to break cycles of violence, inspire hope, and help individuals create a future defined by purpose, stability, and success. A Blueprint for a Better Tomorrow, which you also could call it A Blueprint for a Safe Tomorrow, is something that can help the world, not just the community, because violence is everywhere, and we strive for world peace, but we're starting with the community because it always starts with one step.
Do we have any questions? I do have a question. Is there a particular community that you guys want to get started in or focus on in the city, or are you looking at going citywide?
Yeah, citywide, starting in our community first though.
Okay.
Yes, so the plan is to start more central, but once we get into buildings, because that's the thing, we're not going to be necessarily in a certain building. We will always hold events. So we'll be on the north side, we'll be on the south side, we'll be on the east side, west side, so that everybody can have a chance to get what we're giving.
Okay. Do we have any other questions?
The podcast thing, I love that, man. I wish I'd have thought of that one from the beginning. That was very good, yeah, because you can meet a vast audience doing the podcast, and that was good.
Yes, the podcast is, it's not just for us to talk, it's for people to come and say what they feel, give ideas, because not everybody knows everything, so it's good to learn knowledge. You can learn knowledge from a baby if you look hard enough. So, yeah, the thing for us, we are very open-minded. We're not going to discriminate anything. We love everybody for who they are, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. So we all deserve to have a safe tomorrow. So that's why we're building the blueprint for it.
Any other questions? I'm going to stand up here on the end. Actually, I'm going to come to the other end because I'm pretty sure that Brother Charles dressed like this to look like me. I'm pretty sure of it. It looks good. They all look good. So, gentlemen, that was a good presentation. It's good to see you guys come together, and even though you have some things going on, it was a good presentation.
Thank you.
All right. Last but not least, we're going to go with
Councilman Charles.
group number 1, and
My name's Lamont Day. We doing our company is called We All We Got Foundation. Before 6 to 16, and we're trying to help kids with after school programs, mental health programs, leadership, just trying to guide them in the right direction. You know, we want to start like Douglas Center area, where we all, know more familiar. And I got something to say about leadership. I said, good morning, everyone. Today, we like to talk about leadership. Many people think a leader is someone who is in charge, but you don't have to be the oldest. Even a child can be a leader by being kind, honest, respectful, responsible, and respectful. Helping a classmate with schoolwork, including someone who feels left out, or telling the truth even when it's difficult. All are examples of leadership. Great leaders encourage others instead of putting them down. They work as a team. They solve problems peacefully and never give up when things are hard. Inspire people through their actions. Everyone has the ability to become a leader. Leadership begins with small choices we make every day.
So something we want to bring to our program is leadership, like he spoke on, and working on just anger management. Because a lot of our kids don't know how to handle anger management when stuff don't go their way. You know, they go with what they know or go with what they see. So we want to bring something different to these kids and teach them how to put their anger towards something positive. So that's one of the points I want to cover. And another point I want to cover is leadership. These kids need guidance. These kids need to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. A lot of kids like us growing up, we didn't have nobody to teach us and show us the way. We just had people showing us negativity and, just stuff that wasn't going to lead us in a good place. So we want to be a program to help these kids get their mind straight, just offer different activities like sports, arts and craft, what else?
talent shows, just anything to get off the streets and have somewhere to come and be safe and just to be yourself.
My name is Cervante Johnson. As Rodney said, we have a guidance faith program. We are trying to teach the youth to not indulge into the negativity that's surrounded by the community. And we're also basing free lunches for the community for all the kids that are involved within our program. Nutritious meals that can be put out every day for them so they have something to eat, because we understood from people in the community that it's not a lot of times that you have food in the house all the time. So we need to make sure that they have breakfast and lunch every day of the program.
Time when you busy, who all need like daycare, you know, help, somebody to come watch the child or something when you got something going. That's what we for. And from the morning time, we can say about 8 o'clock in the morning to like 6 o'clock in the evening, we got you. You know, your kids, you know, sometimes they need their playtime to get their energy out when they go home. They can be able to get everything done, go to sleep, and you will be good when you go home and you can sleep peacefully too. That's what we for. So, you know, when I was little, you know, we used to be on the street running everything. Sometimes we needed that time to go and see other kids and be able to talk to everybody, because some kids ain't got no friends. You can make friends. You can make long life friends. And the friends that you make, you know, that'll keep you going every day when you got hard times going on at home. You know, some kids don't eat like the other kids, or they get teased. That's what we for. We come and feed your kids, make sure your kids go home with a good stomach, not empty. You know, they got good food, good something to drink. We might send them a play home too. That's what we for.
So another thing I forgot to mention earlier, first of all, my name is Rodney Jackson. I don't think I mentioned my name earlier. And another thing we want to do for these kids is just make sure they have somewhere to come and talk to us. And some kids, like he said, they might not have ate. We want that to be very confidential. So we want to offer some that before the kids leave or when they arrive, where they can write down how they feeling or what's going on, you know, and it can be confidential. It comes straight to the staff. So that's something I wanted to bring up. It's called our buddy system. So that's something I wanted to bring up earlier. And I also want to break down our million dollar budget. So our building is 10K square feet, which is going to cost us $480K each year. So we need a bigger building like that so we can house as many kids as we need. So with that being said, you never know, we might get overcrowded. So we might need extra room in the back or whatever. We don't want to turn any kids around. We don't want to deny anybody. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know what you can help them do. So we don't want to turn anybody down. Pretty much any kid can come to our program. We don't care what you have going on. It's probably nothing we haven't seen before. Now, if it's something too outrageous where it's going to put others in danger, I'm sorry, but we can't accept that type of behavior. So that's something about our buddy system in our building. We also need transportation for our kids just to get them to our school and get them to our programs. We don't want to have any excuses on why a kid can't make it to anything we're having. That day that kid might not have been able to make it, might not have been able to eat that day, might not have been able to shower or anything. We want to provide all of that, everything for these kids to have a better chance at doing better tomorrow than they did the day before. And our breakfast and lunch schedule. So it's breakfast to lunch is going to be $27K through $54K. Just depending on the amount of meals, how many kids we have come in. So like I said, but yeah, just depending on how many kids we have come in. And activities, we also want to offer activities for these kids, not just come in and do the same thing every day. Some kids don't want to play basketball. Some kids don't want to play football. Some kids don't want to play the popular sports that we see. Some kids might want to play chess. Some kids might want to play the game, you know. So we want to offer every different avenue for a kid to come in and be themselves and find their group of friends, because this group might not be your group, but that group over there might be a group of friends. So with that being said, our activities will cost us about $2,000 to $5,000 per month. And we also have staff members. So we also want to make sure we pay our staff members, but our staff members will be kids, older kids. We don't really want to, I mean, we will. I mean, we're a staff, but we really want to give these kids that's coming out of school, summer break, we want to give them something to do, a way to make some money, a way to stay out of trouble. You know, a way to buy nice stuff for their moms, or buy nice stuff for themselves, for birthdays, Christmases, or anything. Too many kids are running around doing stuff that they don't have to do and shouldn't do because they don't have any money. They don't have any money because they don't have the resources. We want to be a program that provide the resources for these kids to come make some money and be able to do everything the right way. And that's it.
Don't run away yet. Do we have any questions?
I don't have a question. I just want to say that you all gave an excellent presentation and the passion was there. You maintained eye contact, and I think you were so enthralled with what he was saying to you, you were just looking. You know? So very well thought out. If donors were in the room, I'm sure you all would get funding or, you know, channels to help you make your program a reality.
Thank you.
I do have a question, because I like the concept. When I was a kid, you had the Boys and Girls Clubs, and you see a lot of those closed down. You also had the school programs where they fed the kids during the day, and a lot of those dried up too. So do you have an idea where you were able to secure food or that part of the budget to deal with getting food for the kids?
Say it again. Can you ask it one more time?
Do you know where you'll be able to secure food to feed the kids, or have you guys been able to think about that part of the?
To be honest, no, I haven't got to that part yet. Okay. But we definitely will get to that part and cover and make sure we definitely feed these kids. Like I said, you never know who haven't ate today.
Right.
So we gotta come out of pocket. We will.
With that being said, thank you.
Do we have any other questions?
So if you were to pick I guess a central location for your hub, where would you primarily be located?
Inner city.
To make the most?
Central Indianapolis.
Yeah, inner city.
Inner city. To answer that, I would say where the most poverty is, where a lot of kids are, where it's not a high graduation rate. It's a lot of places in inner city we can go, but we want to go to a place where we can make the most difference, make a bigger difference. I gotta spit this gum out. My bad.
We have any other questions? Before they sit down, I made it a point of letting you know some of the challenges that Levante is facing. If I have to be honest, everybody who comes through the program, we used to have a gentleman who was involved with the program who used to say that life keeps lifing. Mm-hmm. Every gentleman who has come through here, and especially everybody in this group, has had some challenge during this time that they've been in the program. And they could have easily have said, we're not going to come back, we've got to do some other things. But I applaud them for hanging in there and making it to today. So let's give them another hand. Good job, gentlemen. Go ahead and have a seat. Wow.